Welcome to the web-based training modules of National AgrAbility project. My name is Samuel Matthew. This module introduces you to the Client Assistance Program, or commonly known as CAP or simply CAP. This is an independent training module that may last less than 15 minutes. Other modules regarding vocational rehabilitation services with reference to AgrAbility customers are available to view and download at the National AgrAbility Project website www.agrability.org. Any questions may please be directed to the email address or the toll-free phone number at the last slide. Please read the information on the left side of your screen. I will read that out for you now. This information is for those who need a transcript of the presentation due to a hearing impairment. Please contact png@ecn.purdue.edu for receiving assistance. In this module, you may hear vocational rehabilitation services being referred to as VR or work rehab. Vocational rehabilitation counselor may be referred to as VRC or simply counselor. Client assistance program may be referred to as CAP or CAP. The module objectives are as follows. At the end of the module, you will be able to define client assistance program as applicable to VR. You will be able to explain the appeal process in VR and how CAP may be of assistance to the AgrAbility customer. Also, you will be able to describe how to contact VR and identify information to be provided to CAP regarding the customer. Further, you will be able to describe the possible action plan once CAP process is over. What is CAP? Sometimes customers do not agree with the decisions taken by VR, and this may lead to conflicts. CAP is an independent agency established by the state government in order to resolve customer complaints regarding decisions by VR. This service is available free of cost to anybody who seeks services from VR, and the customer can contact CAP directly. CAP advocates for the customer based on information available to them from the customer and VR. However, it is recommended that this program be used when the customer has explored other avenues of conflict resolution. If the customer feels that the VRC decision at any stage is not fair, the decision can be appealed at 3 levels other than the discussions with the VRC. This is explained to the customer during the first meeting itself as your right to appeal. It is best to resolve any issue at the VRC level so that the program can be continued. However, if no resolution could be reached, the customer can approach the VR supervisor with the first level of appeal. The supervisor meets with the customer to review the case to determine if any facts are not taken into account, and then he or she takes a decision. If the decision is not acceptable to the customer, he or she can appeal further, and the VR office will facilitate an independent mediator. This has to be facilitated within 45 days of initiating the appeal process. If the issues are not resolved at this stage, the CAP may be approached. CAP takes up the customer concerns regarding the determination of eligibility at the beginning of the VR application process. Also, further denial, reduction or termination of services or inclusion of restrictive clauses not acceptable to the customer. The customer is free to contact CAP, and the CAP will address these issues. CAP will obtain documents from VR or other agencies regarding the case after obtaining signed release information form from the customer. CAP will advocate for the customer to provide a fair hearing and review all information and records should be made available to CAP to help them take up the case to resolve the conflict. How to contact CAP? There is generally only one CAP office for the whole state, and it works as an independent agency. A toll-free number is available to the CAP office. Call the CAP office. If the information is not available through the brochure given to the customer during the first appointment with the VRC, the details can be requested from VR office and they will provide that to the customer. Information to be provided to the CAP. Since CAP will advocate the customer's case, it is important that all relevant information is shared with CAP. CAP will ask for release of information form to be signed to help them collect the documents from VR. There are testimonials that can help support the customer's case, either from a previous employer or a mentor. Please provide them too. Medical records to support customer case will be of importance to resolve issues. Since the VR goal is to get employment for individuals with disabilities, any document that can positively affect this goal should be presented to help CAP advocate the case. Now, after CAP, what happens? If the decisions are favorable, the services will continue, but be sure to bridge the relationship that the customer approaches VR objectively without any hard feelings because of the past conflict, so that services are obtained and a good relationship is maintained. Going through the CAP appeal process can lead to strained relationship. Staying objective and open will help the VR and AgrAbility to maintain relationship. Learn from the experience, put the incident behind you and receive services and interact meaningfully with the VR counselor and the agencies. It is important to move forward. If the decision was not favorable, the VR decision was unfavorable, the customer can reapply if additional supporting evidence is available. CAP should not be the first option to resolve conflicts. VR do not prefer the customer to approach CAP before trying other avenues. Always tries to resolve the issue with the VRC by giving more supporting evidence. CAP is available for a purpose, but not as a first option to resolve conflicts. This concludes the Client Assistance Program Training module. Please feel free to contact us at the displayed email address or toll-free number to ask questions, provide comments, or suggestions. Thanks for your time. Hope this module has been helpful in enhancing your understanding of the Client Assistance Program in VR.